Hola, buenas noches, hello, good evening. This is your Unified Ascension Azarth here. Welcome to my channel. I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers for the Higher Self channel too, for the love and support. You guys are just unbelievable with all this energy that's going around. It's going extremely fast, like I said in my last video. Now, I just received a huge amount of energy through its universe. So it's called the Streaming Lights, and its full connection through its collaboration, through relationship and partnership. So I have that now as we speak. So the circulation through its modifications, calculations of the crystal ball is synchronizing through the century circle and its heart's recognition, the soul recognition. So it's basically has its own unconditional love through purity and sovereignty. And it has its continuous force that's going on right now. So it's tremendous energy that's happening right now. So everybody's going to feel that. So I just want to give you an update on that, because it's extremely important that when you're going through a higher dimensional realm, through a frequency level, you have to understand how to tune yourself to another dimension, how to bring it to another vibration. Make sure your chakra formations are intact and well balanced and cleansed. Take out the lower energies. Make sure the higher self is cleansed. Make sure you give instructions on what the higher self needs to do. And also understand, when you're in Space Continuum, to understand its higher intelligence and its plantations as you're traveling through the solar systems, the mecha systems, the star definite light formation systems, the energy cycle somatical systems. There's so much prodigy up there through intelligence and its advancements, through its upgrades. So everything is connected and everything is forming nicely. So we got to realize that, you know, when we're in Space Continuum, things are going to get a little bit more a lot more evasive, a lot more continuous force, a lot more speed, and you're gonna feel those energies like just so fast, and it's gonna make your head spin, but it's gonna make your whole body spin. So that's on a continuous force right now through its alignments. The calculations have been set. We've already break the line formations through the Rainbow Bridge, and we are coming into another lock formation, which is the interlocking to the intelligence of plantations. Now, I said in my last video I was going to tell you what interlocking is. Interlocking is basically you're coming too close to high intelligence without communicating. And so it's like a tractor beam sucking you in. Zzz. It's magnetic, right? Because there's a magnetic force through the higher self. The higher self is all electronics and devices and electricity. And it's got huge alloy through its plasma and its condensers, heat condensers, solar condensers, high volume panels, switches. There's also the gravitational pull, which is the full extension of the body capacitor, and it has full ultra control through the flux capacitor. Now, the flux capacitor is a synergy source through the galactic sun and the supermoon, and that gives its full light formations through Space Continuum. That also has a tremendous force too, so you get to use that through the body capacitor. You have all these things, so you know exactly what to do when you're in Space Continuum. And that's what I'm talking about. These things are so important, and everybody has to know what these are. Everybody. Especially through the higher self. Because the higher self knows exactly what it's doing, but to get full collaboration through to relationship and partnership, you have to have its continuum and its time continuum, space continuum, volumes of continuum, You can also have your higher intelligence through its Galactic Federation. Understand that you have friendship up there. You can use your guidance through your archangels, angels, definitive angels, guardian angels, earth angels. All these light formations are so self-aware of what they need to do and how to get there. So this is just an update on what's happening through the streaming lights as the Rainbow Bridge is coming closer, but we're crossing over to the River of Light now. So that block formation, we're going to have to break that link. So each video I give you is going to be a little bit more difficult and a little bit more complex as we go along. And again, I'm speaking on a higher intelligence level. So the understanding of what's happening with Father, Mother Gaia, humanity. I mean, we got to look at humanity, okay? Humanity is so important when it comes to anything. That we need help. We need guidance. We need to know exactly what's going to happen next. All these things are so important when you're connecting through your meditation methods and your chakra formations, through your higher self. So just make sure that you have that full connection with your higher self. Okay, so that's just a little update right now. I'll keep you updated on what's happening through Space Continuum. And as we're reaching the River of Light and its full connection, we have to break the linkage so we can go on to the next block formation. Because each block formation is a connection through a higher frequency, through harmonics. So the higher we go, the more understanding we get with ourselves, definitive selves, and our higher selves. Okay, so this is your unified ascension, Azareth, calling out. Adios.